Good morning, everyone. It's just come past 8:30. This is Simon Holden, bright and early on Gold Cup Day for Holden's horses. And I'm going to go through the full card. I gave you a Thursday night flyer last night. I'm going to go through the full card, including my bet of the whole week, the bet of the week at Cheltenham, but very, very quickly. Very importantly, yesterday, I implored as many of you as possible, and you came in record numbers, to play the double shot, because I had sworn to go hard at the aways. 2 at Doncaster yesterday, Gilbertina given it 2, smashed up. Bootlegger given it 3, smashed up, and was very, very clear. There were 2 max bets and a max win double. 2 wipeout singles and an absolute monster 12-1 double. We have absolutely ripped the books to shreds. The day before, 1 winner and an each way place of 7-1. Today, I go to Fakenham. I wanted to give these last night, but one I had to check on. One of them eventually got the green light, but I want to get you on as quickly as possible. They're both at Fakenham. While everyone's looking at Cheltenham, I intend to do just what I did yesterday. So come on board. It's 495 at the top link. So double shot. Big thumbs up if you played yesterday, and thank you for the support this week. I have certainly made it worth it. And let's do it again today. We're off to Fakenham. We're taking Cheltenham very seriously, but there is money to be made at the aways, and I want to do it, and I want you with me. Right, it's day 4. It's been quite the week. The voice has returned, but I'm not going to go into great detail because it's only returned at about 8 o'clock this morning, so I'm not going to chance it. So let's get on. I'll tell you what the bet of the week is for me. We've got another big price, and we've got another of our anti-post that is running. Let's kick off with that. It's Tritonic. We are on, and we got on what seems months ago on Tritonic at 12s. It had only been seen once. I said the esteem this was held in it. Now, we're on at 12s each way. The horse is now 7-2. It is strong. It did go for a walk yesterday, but let's be very clear. If you're not trained by Willie Mullins or Denise Foster, you have been drifting like a barzikin. Bailey horses drifted yesterday. Punters want to be with the Irish. There's no getting away with it. And you have to say it's been the right decision so far. But I do think Tritonic could still be a special horse. I would have preferred a bit more cut. However, as an each way play at 12s, I'm not going to be tearing up my ticket. I don't really think there's any point backing this horse each way. If you're not on already, if you're not with the Holden's Horses Army, you're on Tritonic at 12s, then it's a small win bet. I'm not going to be crazy confident because that's not fair if I don't believe that. And I would have preferred more cut, and I preferred the Glancing Queen. I think was given a dreadful ride yesterday, but I would have preferred her to be near. However, I'm still going in with the King Gang on Tritonic. So it's now a small win bet. We're on at 12. We could still make a bomb on this. And let's hope this is the one that serves it up to our Irish friends, who are more than welcome every year to come win all our Cheltenham races. Right, let's go. Great joke by Nick Luck yesterday. I thought, have a 5th day festival, and on the 5th day, just let British horses run on their own to get a few winners in. Cruel but true. Now, I am staying with the Alan King yard, and I know I've just said about the Irish, but I do think that Edwardstone in the County Hurdle represents terrific each way value. We're on him when he was 3rd in the Betfair Hurdle. I think the better ground and a quick pace. We want this to be a tear-up. Edwardstone can pull, but since I've first seen him, I've prayed for him to turn up in a county hurdle in a huge field on good ground. I can't desert that feeling yet. If he was trained by Mullins, whatever. Alan King's had plenty of Cheltenham winners. Let's not worry about that. He'll have this horse right. I think he didn't particularly like the soft. He's won very impressive at Market Race this year, which he would have to have done to come here with a chance. I do think when they hit the last, he's going to be one of that second wave coming through. And hopefully, if we get the splits, Edwardstone could land what could be one of the biggest hours of Alan King's career. So we're on Edwardstone. Look at the 6, 7 places you can get. I think he's going to be bang there. The Irish has so many different gambles. I think I've got to stick with what I've wanted for so long and block out what's going on and think, right, I've got the conditions I've wanted. I've got to trust myself and you've got to trust me. Well, I know you do, and I trust you back. So each way number 4, Edward Stone. Take the 20 to 1, get the 5, 6, 7 places that works. Right, let's come to the Albert Bartlett. Colin Tizzard, Joe Tizzard yard. I've had a wretched year by their own standards. We went with them with Fiddler on the Roof. We got the big price, 40 to 1 second. There was a bit of 50s about the horse I'm going to give last night, but you can still get 40s across the board. It's a rough, tough race, but they have been begging for the chance to run this horse on good ground. He was very impressive early season. He got stuck in the mud last time in a decent race. And the ground has come in his favour. And I think Oscar Elite, each way, number 10, Oscar Elite, Colin Tizzard trains, young John Joe rides, is a really under the radar, fascinating horse for this race. And I think he could quite easily be in the 4 here. Not saying he's going to win, but I think in a highly competitive race, 4, 5 to 1 the field, we have a chance of shaking up our Irish friends again. We've seen that Tizzard's had 2 big priced horses placed at this festival. We're not asking him to do today what he's not proved he can do twice already. And I believe Oscar Elite is going to outrun those odds, and he could just sneak into the frame or better. So Oscar Elite, we're on the 20 to 1 Edward Stone. We're now on the 40 to 1 Oscar Elite, each way in the 230. And now, folks, it's the Holden's horses bet of the week. It's in the Gold Cup. It was my anti-post selection for it. There is a big gamble on another horse, A+ Tar, but I think that's Rachel Blackmore money. I cannot see that horse. Now, I've been wrong before, but I believe the bet of the week is the reigning champ, Al Boom Photo. He can win any type of Gold Cup if they want to make it a test of stamina, which I suspect they won't now. A lot of the horses that force the pace needed soft, heavy ground. They're going to struggle on this quicker ground. This guy doesn't. He's got to turn the foot. But if they want to play hard, like they have done in some of the championship races, and if they want to blast off, then he can win that too. I think he's got every trick needed. And I believe he's the most underrated horse in Gold Cup history. He shouldn't be 100 to 30, but we can get some of that. I do believe the money will come for him. We'll be safely on. If with me, we were on a long time ago on this horse. I think he could go off 94. I think people will start to dawn this morning, and the industry big players will start to dawn that this horse is the real deal. And I think he'll give Willie Mullins and himself a 3rd Gold Cup. That's Al Boom Photo. I'm making him the Holden Sources bet of the week in the Gold Cup. Right, let's come back down to earth. I'm not having a go because it's not one of the greatest races, but if we land the 8 to 1, then I shall be saying it's the greatest Fox Hunters of all time. It was the Thursday night flyer. It is. It came to pass. You can still get some 8 to 1. Take that. It loved the good ground. Very underrated horse. And from a small yard, he was able to do the business before, and I believe he can do the business again. It came to pass in the 340. The Fox Hunters. Now we have the mares race. Not a great fan of these races, but I'm a great fan of this particular horse. It's the 415. Now the horse to be on here is ridden by the great Jack Kennedy and trained by Denise Foster. Shattered Love. I think she's a mare with a touch of class. I was very surprised to see that it was as big as 15 to 2. I think the ground won't be any problem. And again, if this is run at a tear up, I think she could be able to pick them up after the last. That is the mare, Shattered Love, in those Ryanair colours, ridden by the great Jack Kennedy and trained very recently by Gordon Elliott, but now by Denise Foster. And we come, as my voice comes to the end of its tether again, we come to the final race of the festival. Before I give it, I will be back with a sports bar at 6 o'clock today with a lucky 15 for tomorrow's racing as Holden's Horses rolls on. Now, let's hope it's a champagne sports bar and not a flat half of mild, but we shall see. I'm highly confident that we are going out in style. and very confident that my little business at the away, where everyone's concentrating on Cheltenham, 495 link, those bets are ready now. Big double landed yesterday. We're off to Fakenham. They're looking here. We're looking there. But let's finish this festival with a winner. 450. One form line from Irish Racing has been going crazy all festival. It keeps repeating and repeating and repeating. We've seen Blue Lord in it. We've seen all sorts of other horses. And Gabby Nacco for Gavin Cromwell, who won the Stayers brilliantly yesterday. A brilliant, brilliant trainer. He teams up with the conditional CP McNamara and Gabby Nacco. Now, you're going to have this, I think, will go off virtually favourite. It has been slammed overnight. And sometimes you just got to follow the things in that are happening. This is obviously red hot form. This is obviously very well handicapped. It's a rough, tough race. It's a big field, but each way, Gabby Nacco. And I think that horse, given a bit of luck in running, really should take care of business here and finish the festival with a winner. Take the 11-2 quickly, because I think that could go off 7-2. So that could be the real steamer and be in so many day 4 roll-ups. So we got Tritonic. We're on at 12s. He's now 7-2 top price. Come on, do the business. Be as good as we believe you can be. 155, got to go with Edwin Stone. At last, I have the race I want, the ground I want, maybe not the jockey. And I think the race is going to be perfect for him. He can run a huge, huge race. Please blast off us. Give us that fast pace that's going to show him at his best. We've got the Tizard Springer, Oscar Elite. He's done it twice at big prices this week. Can he do it again and edge a little bit better? Young John Joe's good enough to bring him home. Thank God it's the decent ground the horse loves. So come on, Team Tizard. Oscar Elite in 230, 305. It's quite simply the bet of the week. It's Album Photo in the Gold Cup. Then we got the Hunter Chase Gold Cup. Each way came to pass. We've got that classy mare each way, Shattered Love in the 415. And we end up with that purple patch form line from Ireland on Gavin Nacco, trained by the brilliant Gavin Cromwell. Ask him how their Oliver is. Right, let's have a fantastic day. I'll see you at 6 p.m. for what I hope and believe will be a celebratory sports bar. We don't want that flat half a mile. We want the champagne now. I'll see you at 6 p.m. Best of luck. Join me in Doubleshot. Those who did yesterday are still counting the cash.